At number 10, we have the heavyweight of the UK chocolate scene, the Mars bar, born in Slough, England, in 1932. This bar was actually a refined version of the American Milky Way, adapted for European tastes. It's famous for that specific three-layer hit, a thick base of malty nougat, a heavy layer of caramel, and a coat of rich milk chocolate. The internet is forever obsessed with the nougat versus caramel ratio here. Unlike its fluffier cousins, a Mars bar is dense. It's the heavy lifter of the chocolate world. Fun fact, if you're in the US, you might be confused because the Mars bar basically disappeared there, effectively becoming the Milky Way or Snickers almond. But globally, it remains an icon of British confectionery history. It's sweet, it's chewy, and it's arguably the most famous thing to ever be deep-fried in Scotland. Coming in at number 9, we have the lilac legend, Milka. If you've ever walked through a European airport, you've definitely seen walls of this iconic purple packaging. Founded in Switzerland in 1901, the name is actually a mix of its two-star ingredients, milk and cacao. What makes it legendary? It's the 100% alpine milk. The internet is obsessed with the texture. It's famous for being one of the softest, melt-in-your-mouth chocolates on the planet. But the real star isn't just the chocolate. It's Lila, the purple cow. She's been the face of the brand since the 70s, making everyone believe that happy cows in the Swiss Alps really do produce better snacks. Whether you like the classic, alpine milk, or their viral collaborations with Oreo and Dime, Milka is the gold standard for creamy milk chocolate. It's sweet, it's smooth, and it's basically a hug in a purple wrapper. At number 8, we're stepping into the world of Swiss luxury with Lindt. If the other bars on this list are snacks, Lindt is an event. Founded in Zurich in 1845, the brand changed the world forever when Rodolph Lindt invented the Consing machine. Before this, chocolate was gritty and chewy. Lindt is the reason modern chocolate actually melts on your tongue. The internet's absolute obsession, the Lindor truffle, that signature red wrapper and the smooth, melting center are so iconic they've become the universal gift for, or Happy Valentine's Day. Reviewers often describe the filling as liquid gold, and there's an endless debate online about whether the center is actually chocolate or some kind of wizardry. Whether it's the gold foil bunny at Easter or their high-percentage dark chocolate bars, Lindt is the brand that made premium accessible to everyone. It's sophisticated, it's silky, and it's the ultimate flex in the candy aisle. At number 7, we have the mountain of the chocolate world, Toblerone. If you've ever been to an airport, you've probably seen these giant yellow triangles towering over the duty-free section. Invented in Bern, Switzerland in 1908. The name is a genius mix of the founder's name, Tobler, and the Italian word for nougat, Torin. But the real mystery is the shape. While most people think it was inspired by the Swiss Alps, some historians claim it actually represents a line of cabaret dancers in Paris, forming a human pyramid. The internet has two major obsessions with this bar. First, the hidden bear. If you look closely at the mountain logo, there's a bear standing on its hind legs, a tribute to Bern, the city of bears. Once you see it, you can never unsee it. Second, the 2023 drama. Because production partially moved out of Switzerland, Toblerone lost its legal right to be called Swiss-made and had to remove the iconic Matterhorn mountain from its packaging. It's crunchy, it's honey-flecked, and it's the only chocolate bar that can technically be used as a weapon. At number 6, we have the gold standard of celebrations, Ferrero Rocher. Created in Italy in 1982 by the Ferrero family, the same geniuses behind Nutella. This wasn't just a snack. It was an attempt to make high-end chocolate accessible to everyone. While critics online sometimes call it overrated Nutella in a ball, most people see it as the ultimate safe bet. If you're visiting someone and don't know what to bring, a box of Rochers is the universal sign of respect. The construction is a masterpiece of textures, a whole toasted hazelnut, a heart of smooth hazelnut cream, a crispy wafer shell, and a final coating of milk chocolate and chopped hazelnuts. The internet is obsessed with the unwrapping ritual. There's something about peeling that gold foil and the little brown paper cup that makes you feel like you've just won a trophy. It's crunchy, it's creamy, and it's basically the reason the world has a hazelnut shortage. At number 5, we have the candy that melts in your mouth, not in your hands, M&Ms. These little chocolate buttons were actually inspired by the Spanish Civil War. Forrest Mars saw soldiers eating chocolate pellets with a hard sugar shell to keep them from melting in the heat, and a legendary patent was born. But what do the two M's actually stand for? It's a partnership of giants, Mars and Murray. Bruce Murray was the son of the president of Hershey's, which ensured a steady supply of chocolate during World War II when M&Ms were exclusively sold to the military. The internet is forever obsessed with the M stamp. It was added in 1950 to prove they were the real deal and not a copycat. Today, the discourse is usually dominated by the characters. Whether it's the drama over the green M&M's shoes or the viral Maya Rudolph Super Bowl takeover, these candies have more personality than most celebrities. They're colorful, they're snackable, and they're the only reason we have to double-check a bowl of Skittles before diving in. At number 4, we have the king of the British pantry, Cadbury. Founded in 1824 by John Cadbury, a Quaker who sold tea and cocoa as a healthy alternative to alcohol, this brand basically invented the modern chocolate bar. Their secret sauce? The dairy milk recipe. In 1905, George Cadbury Jr. was challenged to make a bar with more milk than anything else on the market. That led to the iconic glass and a half slogan that's still on the wrapper today. But if you're from the US, you're probably confused. The internet is forever locked in the great Cadbury debate. American Cadbury is made by Hershey's and uses a different recipe, while the UK version uses a different fat-to-cocoa ratio. According to the internet, if it's not from the UK, it's not the real dairy milk. From the gorilla playing the drums commercial to the absolute chaos of shrinkflation, where bars keep getting smaller while prices stay the same, Cadbury is a brand fueled by pure nostalgia. It's creamy, it's comforting, and it's arguably the most controversial chocolate to cross an ocean. At number 3, we have the gold medal winner of the American candy aisle, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Created in 1928 by H.B. Reese, who was actually an employee at the Hershey's factory. This candy was born in a basement and ended up becoming Hershey's top-selling product of all time. The internet's obsession with Reese's is basically a science. There's a never-ending debate about the chocolate-to-peanut butter ratio. Fans swear that the seasonal shapes like the Easter egg or the Halloween pumpkin are superior because they have more peanut butter and no thick chocolate ridges on the sides. But the real secret is the texture. Unlike regular creamy peanut butter, the center of a Reese's is intentionally gritty and salty, designed to cut through the sweetness of the milk chocolate. It's iconic, it's orange, and it's the only candy on this list that has people arguing over whether you should eat it with a fork or just unwrap it and dive in. At number 2, it's time to have a break with the Kit Kat. Originally launched in the UK in 1935 as Rontree's Chocolate Crisp, it was designed to be a snack a man could take to work in his blue collar. But the internet doesn't just eat Kit Kats, it argues over them. The most viral topic? The correct way to eat it. If you've ever seen someone bite into a whole 4-finger bar without breaking it first, you've seen a war crime according to the internet. Then there's the Japan factor. While the rest of the world has a few flavors, Japan has over 300. We're talking wasabi, sake, matcha, and even baked potato. This has turned Kit Kats into the ultimate travel souvenir and a must-have for every food vlogger on Earth. Fun fact: the filling between the wafers isn't just crème, it's actually recycled. Kit Kats damaged bars are ground up and used to fill the new ones, making it a never-ending cycle. And finally, at number 1, the undisputed champion of the world, Snickers. Named after the favorite horse of the Mars family, this bar has been the best-selling chocolate on Earth for decades. It's the ultimate everything bar: roasted peanuts, chewy nougat, and creamy caramel, all draped in thick milk chocolate. While other bars on this list are treats, Snickers marketed itself as a meal replacement. The internet's favorite thing about it? The legendary "You're Not You When You're Hungry" campaign. It's one of the few ad series that actually became a permanent part of internet slang. But you can't talk about Snickers online without mentioning the Dick vein drama. Yes, that is a real internet controversy. Every few years, a rumor goes viral claiming that Mars is removing the veins from the top of the chocolate to make it smoother. And every time, the internet loses its mind defending the iconic ripples. It's satisfying, it's salty, and it's the only bar that can turn a grumpy diva back into a regular person, the king of the candy aisle. So, there you have it, the 10 chocolate bars that basically run the world. From the hangry cure of a Snickers to the controversial snap of a Kit Kat. These are the icons that defined our childhoods and our snack drawers. But let's be real, everyone has a different number. 1. Did I get the ranking wrong? Is there a local brand from your country that should have been on this list? Drop your favorite chocolate bar in the comments and let me know which weird flavor I should review next. Thanks for watching, and don't